Hi everyone, it's JG here with Earth 5D University, back for another teaching. How's everyone today? Hope the answer is wonderful. Thank you for being here again. Some of you might know me from my tarot channel, Earth 5D. So on this channel, we talk about ascension, right? We're talking about creating our 5D life right here on Earth, right? Grounding it. Taking the fourth and fifth dimensional energy and our potential for that higher frequency and grounding it right here in our lives. Super exciting. So yay. So happy for you guys. So much joy going on the earth. So much change. So much planetary shifting, right? It might have some of you spinning, right? It's freaky. It's kind of freaking us out. But try to just be present with yourself, guys, okay? So what I want to talk about today is manifestation. And so I'm going to be doing a series on manifestation because I was guided to, and I'm going to put some structure around these teachings to really help you guys get results in your everyday life. My goal is to help you guys to create the life you want, okay? With love, with divine union, with your career path, with everything, every area of your life. So it's all flowing and cascading into one beautiful picture that is you. Okay? One beautiful tapestry of your life that is you. So it's big work. It's beautiful work. It's all inside of yourself. You totally have the skills to do it. And I want to help you hone in on that. Pull these skills out and really help you. Where do we begin? We're going to begin talking about intention and imagination. So the goal of your life, guys, the goal of your life is your happiness. Okay? Your happiness, your frequency of joy and happiness is a song that resonates through the universe. It literally is a song that you give out. It's a frequency. I once wrote a book called The Living Prayer. It's about making your life a prayer. Your life becomes a harmony, a song that that vibrates and makes a sound and a frequency that all the rest of the universe responds to. So we want you to be happy. Okay? And if you think about this, just take it very, very simple. Take it into a very simple place. Like when you wake up in the morning, which is where most of us start our day, right? We get out of bed, wake up in the morning. Where are you? Okay, so this is where you have to kind of like grab a hold of yourself, and you want to begin with your intention. What do you intend for the day ahead of you? Okay, now it seems like that's such an obvious thing. Like, what do you mean? That seems like such a simple thing, our intention. But if you think about it, sometimes our lives are taken the minute we wake up and are taken to someone else's agenda. So it's really important that you begin to understand what you intend, not for what you don't want to happen. So much we wake up in the morning almost in a defensive mode, like, oh my God, what's going to happen today? Trying to kind of manage the craziness that could happen, right? We want to flip that upside down and begin coming from a place of what do I prefer to happen today? Okay, what do I prefer? What would I like to happen today? What would I intend for this day? Now, when we look around our lives, right, there's a lot of polarity. There's a lot of light and dark, and there's a lot of blending of that when we look at the world around us today and the global conditions of the world. So in the middle of all of that polarity is your intention. What do you intend? What do you prefer? And knowing what you prefer and intend is a beautiful place to start creating what you want in your life, because it's going to take you out of the energy of pressing upon what you don't want. So imagine there's two scales, okay? There's a scale with two weighted sides. So when you imagine your thoughts, your beliefs, your intention. Now imagine what scale, what side of the scale are you putting your thoughts and your beliefs and your intention upon, your focus upon? Because whatever side of the scale you put it on, whether it's what you want or whether what you don't want, what you prefer, what you don't prefer, what you focus on will begin to happen. It'll get heavier and heavier and heavier, and then it'll reach a density where it can become matter. It can become material. And it becomes something in this world. And so when we look around us, right, we are the ones creating reality. We are the creator beings, light beings, creating onto reality the canvas of life through frequency. So when you focus on what you intend on, then that can become part of your physical reality. It gains enough mass that it becomes a thing on this earth. We impress upon it, okay? So that's a really simple step, but it's huge into manifesting in this type of fifth dimensional frequency, the fourth and the fifth. Now, there's some controversy out there about what the fourth dimension is. The Book of One, I think it states it a little bit different than what I have gotten and received in my own life and through my own downloads. For me, the fourth dimension, the way I speak of it or teach it, is that that's the etheric realm. So that's the realm of the unseen, right? Unseen by the naked eye, definitely seen by your third eye, but by our own physical eyes, right? So those gifts are waking up. So this is not a hard, fast saying you can't see the fourth dimension. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying typically the fourth dimension has been out of our human experience. That's changing. So when we think about the fourth dimension, that's the things that are in the ethers, the impressions we have, the visualizations we have. So most of the stuff that I'm doing when I'm doing spiritual work is in the fourth dimension. I'm seeing things, I'm getting impressions, I'm getting instructions and downloads, and I see, right? I see in my inner eye. And so you want to get really good at what you see in the fourth dimension and what you want to be in the fourth dimension. Okay, so this is what you want to see around you in your inner eye. This is where we connect to the higher parts of ourself, the higher parts of our light family. This is where we get in touch with the other side, quote unquote. All right, and so in that place of higher frequency on the other side, this is where you start getting downloads, right? You're starting to get insight, and this is where our imagination comes to play. Typically called the imagination, right? I believe that it's actually insight coming from the fourth dimension, insight coming from the fourth dimension. Sometimes it's what's over there, it's something you don't want. It's fine. It's your preference. So if you focus on, if you see something that you don't like in the fourth dimension on the other side and ethers, it's like, okay, I acknowledge you. That's not what I'm doing. That's not what I want to work on. That's not what I want to create in my reality. And then you can look for higher frequency things that you want to create over there, meaning use your imagination to see, where do you want to go? What do you want to do? How do you see yourself in the fifth dimension? These are clues. These are patterns and a blueprint to get you to your life in the fifth dimension. So we all have a blueprint of our soul here on earth and what we want to accomplish in this body, this beautiful body that we have that's alive, right? That's breathing and creating and holding on to and moving and all the things we do, feel and experience in our body, okay? Super important. And so there's a blueprint of what we wanted to accomplish here. And in the fourth dimension, we begin to see that blueprint. And others call it the imagination, okay? Children use the imagination all the time. It's been dumbed down in our society, right? Oh, imagination's only for children. No, of course, that's crazy. Our imagination, and think about art, any type of art, where's it coming from, right? Fourth, fifth dimension, coming through our etheric body, okay, in the fourth dimension. So these are things you want to begin to think about. So when you think about imagination, think about your own blueprints. What do you want to find over there? What is Spirit delivering to you? What downloads are you getting? These are all tools that you can begin to use to create and manifest a fifth dimensional reality. So you're connecting through this rainbow bridge, you could call it. There's many ways we're connecting to it. The rainbow bridge is an image that I get. That's often through a divine union from your heart to another person's, right? If you're creating a relationship, all right? So those two things, intention and imagination, use those. Take control of those. Those are your tools in your toolbox to help you bring your life into harmony with this frequency that you want to create on earth, with this higher frequency that you want to create on earth. So I often say, we're not here to take up space. We have a purpose for being here. And so getting into alignment is something that I'm always talking about, right? So this is with anything. This is with relationship. Try to grab it from the fourth dimension. Where is it supposed to go, right? Through the tarot readings that I do, this is where I'm focusing you from your third dimensional experience through the fourth and to the fifth. What is the highest frequency of this relationship? What is the highest frequency of my life? That's right here to manifest in the physical. So keep that image of the scales, right? 2 scales, scales of justice, however you think about it. And what are you putting on either side? What you want, what you don't want, because what you focus on will become reality. Okay, now it's not so sensitive that every single thought you have to be afraid of. This is really, really applied emotion, and it's really applied energy, right? Emotion is energy in motion. So this is just taking your whole being and thinking of it as one beautiful creator, one beautiful alive creation. So what do you want to focus on as a whole? What frequency are you giving out? So some of you might be like, oh my God, my frequency is so low, right? Well, it's okay. Wherever you are is where you are. Just begin to grab that power back. Begin to focus on what you like to intend upon. I guarantee you that if you say, Spirit, and I'll do it now, Spirit, please activate our friends here on the channel who came to Earth 5D University. Please activate them so that they can be in very close proximity, very close understanding to their imagination, to their fourth dimensional perception of reality, and to the highest frequency of that, so that they can connect to their light family, so that they can bring those visions and those impressions into fruition through their intention and their applied focus. All right, guys, that's what I have for you today. So on Wednesdays, I do a reading here on the channel on Wednesdays for some of you that are new to the channel. Welcome, by the way. In that reading, I'm going to tie this teaching into that reading. So we're going to be talking about during the pick a card reading, what are you manifesting? What tweaks can you make? What is Spirit telling you? How is Spirit helping you? And we'll look at relationship. We'll look at your overall spiritual journey. Okay. And we'll also look at career, whatever comes up. We'll let Spirit guide this, right? We'll trust that. So much love and light to you guys. If you like this content, if this is helping you, make sure you like this video, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It helps. Pass it along if you think this would help others. I have a bunch of services on my website, earth-5d.com. Go ahead and check it out if you're interested. So much love and light. Have a beautiful week, guys. Bye.